What is love? I feel like nowadays we misunderstood what love is so much that we mention love in situations where love must not even be mentioned. We love somebody, but we want to unalive them because they don't love us anymore. We love somebody, so we have to disgrace them in public all the time because they do not do what you want them to do at a particular time. We love somebody and then we hate their family, hate their friends, everything around them. We don't like it, but you said this is the person that you love. That is not love. Love is caring. Love is understanding. Love is not suffering. If you love somebody, you will not want to see that person to suffer. You will not want to maltreat that person. You don't want that person to go extra mile just to prove their love to you or to suffer, toil a lot to come and cook for you like 5 a.m. You expect your wife to wake up 5 a.m. to cook for you. You think that is love. You want your wife to go and wake up. If you have machine, pounded yam machine, you say no, you will not buy that one for your wife. Your wife cannot use that one. Your wife must pound the fufu, pound it for you to enjoy it, and that is love for you. No, you like to see your woman suffer. You don't know what love is. You probably have grown up in that environment where you see your mother suffering and all that thing, and you think that is love. Your mother has done it for your father. Your grandmother has done it for your grandfather. So your wife must do it for you. That's not how to measure love, because that was where you grew up from. And I think a lot of the time, we women also, we want to believe that this is how to please your man. This is how your man is not going to find side chicks outside, because you need to show him that you are suffering for this love. You are killing yourself, that no other woman will do this. You are the only one who wants to do this. And that one is making you happy, is making you jump out of your skin. No. Love's supposed to be easy. Love is supposed to be something that is sweet. Leave your father's house with the joy and happiness on your face, hoping to go and get married, to move to your husband's house, to be happier than you were happy in your mother's house, to be loved more than your father loved you in your house, to be cared for, to be respected, to be pampered. That is where we leave our parents' house. We'll be happy, we'll be jubilating, we want to scream out to the whole world that we are getting married. This is my wedding invitation, this is my man. And then what happens most of the time? We face disappointment. We come into marriages where we don't even know the man that we married. We begin to see things falling apart, and we start bearing and we thinking that maybe I'm not doing things right. Maybe I need to do more of this. Maybe I need to do more of this. The more you are proving yourself, the more the man is going to make you suffer more. Especially sometimes you get married to a man who is even supporting your family. That even makes it worse. When a man is supporting your family, most men will believe that you are a slave. They brought you in the house to be a maid. Some, because they have paid for a huge bride price, they own you, they've bought you. Bride price have been here from the time of our forefathers. You don't take a woman just like that. It's just now a lot of this young generation start giving men what men should have been paying for heavily. You can just go and be sleeping around. Men will just be satisfying themselves sexually. They will have babies, children. They can decide that I want to have 5 children, I want to have 6 children without getting married. Like, marriage is not my thing. You see men comfortably saying that marriage is not my thing. Just want to have kids and that's it. Because of what? Women have made it easy for them. This is why they don't respect women. Let's go back to love. I'm digressing. Love is supposed to be something sweet. You sleep with smile, you wake up with smile. You have sweet dreams because you are swimming in love. That's how love is supposed to be. Love is not torture. Any man who is torturing you, any man who wants you to stop or deprive yourself from your sleep or early morning sleep, you wake up and say, my husband doesn't eat this. This is what my husband likes. There's nothing wrong with having preferences when it comes to food. There's nothing wrong with having certain things that you want it to be cooked in a certain way. But there are certain things that you also demand that they are already out of the extraordinary. In this Western society, we have seen people coming to overseas with their partners, husband and wife. The moment they step their foot into the UK here, what happened? They will start fighting. The woman will start exercising their rights. And why do this happen? People think that because they change because they traveled. No woman will just automatically just change because you've relocated. No, because they have been suffering in the hands of those men back home. They have been maltreated in the hands of those men back home. They have been molested, they have been harassed, they have been intimidated. So the moment they feel like they have now a society that can back them up, a society that will support them, a society that will listen to them, they will now begin to exercise their rights. And I've seen this not just in the African community, I've seen this in the Indian community as well. I know a few people who have confided in me, telling me what happened in their marriage when they were in India. And now that I am here in the UK, I deal with my husband very mercilessly, because now I don't take permission from him. I tell him what I want to do. What I do is I inform him. I don't seek for permission anymore. This woman telling me this, but when she explained her story, how she used to live in India, and I understood exactly where she's coming from and why she's behaving that way. So most of the women that come here, even having a sponsorship, and now their husband is under their sponsorship. Initially, I was like, why do women behave like this? Why are some of them very greedy? But I begin to understand that some of them, this is the reason why. They were not well treated by these men. So immediately they came overseas, and now they believe that, okay, now I have the upper hand, I will also deal with you. No woman will run away from a man or want to deal with a man who have really genuinely care for them and support them and pamper them. Because we women, we're like babies, in as much as we like to talk that, oh, men are babies. Women are the biggest babies, because we like a baby girl lifestyle. We want a man that will come and tell, oh, hi, love, give us surprises every now and then. It's not about riches. You can even if na chicken leg you buy from one restaurant, come for us the day you receive your salary and say, oh, let me just go and give this to my wife. Today I've received my salary. Let your wife see that you care. The day you have little, you will show it. The day you don't have anything, your wife will understand, because your wife will know that when my husband gets, we share it. Once your wife have the belief that when you have is for girls outside, when you don't have now, you come back home and she's the one bearing all that. Let the woman have the opportunity to show you pepper. That woman will show you pepper. And that's what kind of happened to women in this Western world. If you ask deep questions, if you go deeper and ask them, why are you behaving like this now? Why are you treating your husband like this? You will hear the exact story that I shared here not long ago, that this man must have treated her badly. This man has done so many bad things to her, and this is the time for her to revenge. Yes, because she's now in a good society. Yes. But we always often see these stories, and then we jump into conclusion. Oh, a woman brought her husband. This is what happened. He drove the husband back and tell the husband, go off my COS, this, and that. A lot of things happen in the West. But was that the beginning of the problem? That wasn't the start. That wasn't where the problem started. It started from back home. When they moved in here, the woman is like, yes, now I will show you. These are men that probably even cheated in front of their wife. They will bring girls home and tell their wife, if you talk anything, I will slap you, I will do that, and I will beat the hell out of you. And even their parents will not support them, because their parents will tell them, go and bear. Marriage is not all rosy. Marriage is like this. You have to bear for your husband. You have to cover up for your husband. You have to go and pray. Go and pray. Go and fast and pray. You go and report to your pastor. Your pastor will probably tell you the same thing. Go and pray. Fasting and prayer. You'll be fasting. You'll be starving yourself on top of the suffering that you are already passing through. The maltreatment you are passing through from your husband, your husband's hand. The low self-esteem that you are already facing, thinking that, are you not a woman enough? Because there's nothing worse that can bring a woman's self-esteem down more than a husband that is cheating on his wife. Because you've already told your woman, every woman that's passing through cheating, these are the kind of things that will go into their head. What has those girls have that I don't have? They begin to think low of themselves. They begin to now think deep. Having sleepless nights, what is it that I'm not doing for my husband? What should I do now? You're already telling them that they are not women enough. So their self-esteem will naturally come down. Some women will stop trying hard. Some, because they've given up, they feel like, I'm just a wife object in this house. There's nothing I can do to please my husband. My husband likes sophisticated babes or girls. I'm not sophisticated enough, and I cannot even do more than I am doing. Some women will give up. Some women will start being a paranoia, trying to investigate the kind of women you are following. And before you know it, they will lose their identity, because they're trying to now act like those women that you are following outside. And when they try to dress like those women, trying to impress you, you will still come and insult them and put them down again and say, is it a prostitute that I marry? If I see you wear this kind of clothes again, I will deal with you. We have seen all that. And the woman will begin to think again, what else? What else? So there's a lot of things that do happen. When you see love is not hard to identify. Love is not hard to notice. Love is supposed to be peace of mind. Not that there will be no challenges when you get married. There will be challenges, financial challenges, a lot of things that happen, but you two should be there to support each other. If a man goes out and had a bad day at work, you come back, you're expecting to be able to open up to your wife and tell your wife what goes on. Then your wife will give you advice. Both of you will talk about it. Your wife will cuddle you. You have a hug. And that's what it should be like. The same thing, you want going through stuff, whether it's friendship or other stuff, they come and share with you. As a husband, you should be there. Give your wife a crying shoulder and advise her and all that. That is what you two should be doing. That is true love. Love is about understanding. And love is not oversight. Love can also develop. You must not marry somebody that you just love at first sight. It's not always like that. You can marry somebody and then that love will develop and grow and become something very, very strong. In as much as you respect each other and you are there for each other, you support each other's emotions and lift each other when you are on your lowest moment. That is the biggest thing that you can find for yourself in somebody. And that is where true love is. Not the one that we just say, oh, I love you, physical attraction. You just see somebody, you just love, hey, love, love, love. Next minute, you are fighting, you are punching each other. You come back and apologize and being together. Bars, bows, fighting, disgracing each other in public. That is not love, my dear. If you call that a love, you are a very toxic person. Very, very toxic person. So with that, guys, I will end my topic here today. If you have any comments, let me see it in the comment section. And I will see you guys soon.